Yo guys, how's it going? We are back for another episode of our Leicester career mode, where today we have ourselves 3 games, first of which is against Southampton. Then we have Lincoln in the FA Cup for the first round of that. And then we also have Fulham at the end of the episode. We are now in the January transfer window, so I might go ahead and try and sign a player straight away. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have a quick gander of what I can find, and then I'll get back to you when I have found someone, if I do. Right then, boys, so to start our first one, we're going to go in for this young man off of the free agents list, Adrian Ortega. He is actually, I don't know if he's either Mexican or Italian. I didn't quite see the name properly. I'd assume with that name he'd be Mexican, but he's 17, 70 overall, looking very good. I'm going to put him as a prospect. He wants sporadic, which I ain't too bothered about, to be fair. We'll give him a 5-year contract, and then we'll go with disregard the release clause, and I'm happy giving him that kind of money. So yeah, there we go, first signing of the season. And here he is walking into the King Power for the first time. Let's see what's cracking. And the coach greeting him as Andrea Pirlo walks out. And he should be very happy to see that man there. So yeah, here we are. He's taking his medical and we're here for it. Next one is going to be another young lad from Croatia. Stefan Jovanovic, I think his name, or Jovanovic, Jovanovic, I guess, I don't know. Sporadic's first team player. We'll give him a 4-year contract. He is 18 and a 70 overall, so that's not too shabby. He is, I'll give him the offer that he has just given me, the last guy, a 1,001 and a 900 and a 9,000 signing on bonus. Okay, so he's not going to be joining the club, fair enough. And another young man that we're going to go in for now is a young goalkeeper. As you can see here, Ibrahim Danlad. We've got him as a rotation player. We'll sign him on a 3-year contract. He's 20, 70 overall, so he could be quite decent. I'll probably try and send him out on loan after this. So I'll give him... Let's offer him 10,000 on a wages and give him a signing on bonus of around 20,000, I guess. Let's give him that. Okay, he wants quite a bit more than that, actually. So that's fine. We'll put his price down a little bit and see if he'll accept that. And yes, he has. Perfect. Right then, boys, so another youngster that we're going to try and bring in, not nowhere near as good as the other ones, but this one, Barry McMahon. He is a Northern Irish lad, as you can see by the ginger hair. 4-year contract, 2007. I'll accept it and get him out of the way. Right then, so final young lad that we're going to sign for now until that guy's back available, if he isn't sold by the time he is back available. We're going to go in for this guy. He's only on £300 wages. Perfect for me. I'll take that. Right then, so first proper player we are going to be trying to sign is this man, Jason Denayer. He's on the free agents list. He's asking for an important squad role. 78 overall, 27 years old. Fair enough, he is a bit older, but Belgian centre-back is a decent lad. So I'm going to try and bring him into the squad. We're going to offer him, let's offer him 50k on the wages and offer him 200,000 on the signing on. See what he says. 230 he wants. I'll accept it. And now to, fair enough, he's not going to be here for very long, I know this, but the World Cup King, as I think he should be known as, Okocha, going to try and sign him. He is 37 years old, but he's still an 80 rated. We'll give him all the game time anyway, so hopefully he won't be too bad, but we'll have to wait and see. Give him 30,000 on a wages. Give him 180,000 on the signing on bonus, and he's accepted it. Perfect. And the last lad we are going to sign in this section is that man there, Alexis Vega. On the free agents list as well, just a bunch of free agents joining it at the moment. There's still a couple of lads that I want, but I don't want the whole of this first episode to be like 20 minutes of me just signing players. So yeah, I'm going to go for this now, see what wages he wants. I'm going to try and offer him 50k on the wages, 200 grand on signing on, and see what he says. Wants a bit more. We'll remove that bonus and I'll give him the 460, and yeah, he's going to join the club. But that's our last signing for now. There is a couple of others that I want to sign off the free agents, but I'll do that a little bit later on. Right then, boys, here we are at St Mary's for this first game. Brian Cristiante is the man giving himself his first impression under the management of Southampton. We have two starters today as well in Akocha and also Alexis Vega starting this game after we've just signed them. Denea is also on the bench, and the young lads are all in the reserves at the moment. But let's see what the new lads can do today. Let's hope that we can get ourselves on that form that we had in the last episode, where we can pick up ourselves a few more points. Let's go. Right, Thomas trying to get his defensive plays in quite far up the pitch. But as I say that, good interception, good play off there from Vega, but unfortunately gives the ball away in the end. Che Adams, Leicester man at heart, is now with Aribo out to Perud. And let's see what defensive play Castagna can put in today. At the moment, not a lot. Good block there from Wout Faze, another very good block, and that one saved by Akocha. Right, ball played out to Madison. Now it's inside to Dewsbury Hall. Let's see what we can do. Plays it inside to Daka. Tries to find a ball out wide to Vega. It's not the best of passes in the end. Now Aribo has it. It's back with Shea Adams. Big challenge there from Soyuncu. But the ball has came back to Shea. And a good save again from Akocha. Right. Ward-Prowse, good clearance there actually from Patson Daka, and now Vega, if he has the pace to try and get up the field, not unfortunately enough, but Elanusi is the man on it, and he's beaten the man at left mid at the moment. As I say that, Aribo takes a shot, and it's another very good save from Akocha, who has another touch on the ball, being very involved in this first half so far. Daka plays the ball into Dewsbury Hall, and the young youth prospect gets through. What a tragic effort at goal that was. It's now with Cristiante, their new signing. Good interception by Dewsbury Hall, and now Vega to try and use his pace to get forward. He tried, but it didn't quite work out for him there. Ward-Prowse is now the man on the ball. To Cristiante, it's with Aribo. To Armstrong again. Thomas trying to do his best. Can't really get his foot in, and that has gone beyond him. And what a finish by Shea Adams into the back of the net. He's put Southampton 1-0 up. For the first time in a couple of games, we have actually, no, the first time within one game. It's not that big of a deal. A very good finish. Akocha maybe should have done a bit better, but it's a very powerful finish into that far corner. I think Akocha probably should have done better there, but never mind. McCarthy throws the ball to, I'm not sure who it was, but Aribo's played the ball to Shea Adams. Now down the wing to Armstrong. Thomas not really got the pace to keep up with the lad. Not done too good, and it's tragic. It's 2-0 now to Southampton, and it is a goal from Shea Adams again. Bagged himself two against, well, where all of his family lives. He's managed to bag that one, and it's now 2-0 to Southampton. If he can play a ball, I don't know why it was aimed for Vega, because that was definitely not the intention. Armstrong into Ward-Prowse, and right now we are getting dominated by Southampton. It's back with Ward-Prowse. Goes in with a challenge, and Aribo sticks it into that far corner as well. We're 3-0 down at half-time. Or before half-time. We've still got 10 minutes left to play. What a tragic first half this has been. An absolute show-up after we've just played perfectly for that Liverpool game. We are now 3-0 down at half-time, or just before half-time, against Southampton. Don't know how this has happened, but yeah, 3-0. But has he got the pace? I really don't think he has. And Daka, obviously being injured, can't really do a lot with it. And Livramento's caught up. Now it's back with Southampton coming forward. And he has just charged down this wing. Vega slowly but surely catching him up. Gives the ball back to Armstrong. And it's played inside to Aribo again. Now with Cristiante. Back with Aribo. It's shot. It's a good block. And another good block. But we can't get the ball away. Come on, boys. Right, Aribo back with Shea Adams. And I genuinely thought that was going to be a first half hat-trick for the young lad. That is half-time, boys. We're 3-0 down against Southampton at half-time. What is going on with our defence? Don't say he's missing in action, because the whole of the front line have been. It's not just been him. It's been tragic so far. And that has lost all chance of winning the ball back. Castagno wins the header neatly. It's now with Perez again. Can try and work something. It's a nice ball through to Dawson. The young man is through on goal. And it is saved by the keeper. Ball played long. Header won. Right, Perat is not the man that I would want furthest up the field here. I really hope. We are missing Daka at the minute, because you can see that the boys ain't getting forward as good as they were. As I say, that ball over the top to Iheanacho, and it's not the best of efforts there from Iheanacho, but it's saved by the keeper anyway. Maddison is the man stepping over this corner. Whips it into a dangerous area, but everyone crowded on Wout Faes there. Jesus. Castagno climbs up, gets the header. We'll give the ball out wide now to Maddison, who can try and turn his man and get a ball into the box. It's a good cross and it's a good header, and it's saved by the keeper. Dawson, unlucky. Right, Dawson trying to charge down his man. Can't really do so at the moment. It's with Cristiante in the centre. It's spread out wide now to Elanusi, who's took it round Castagno. Wout Faes comes in and gives away the penalty. It's a chance to be 4-0. Tragic challenge there from Faes, but at the end of the day, the whole defence has been awful today. So yeah, 4-0 is looking like for Southampton. Ward-Prowse steps up, takes it and dinks it into the centre. It's 4-0 now to Southampton. What a tragic game this has been. Oh my Jesus Christ. How did we go from winning against Liverpool 3-1 to losing this game 4-0? And that's so far. There's still like 20 minutes left to go. Tragic, tragic, tragic. Ball played long from Southampton. Easy header. Don't know why Castagno jumped for that when he had to duck to get the header. But Cristiante charging forward into the box. Goes in. And 5-0 to Southampton. They're getting payback for that 9-0 now, ain't they? Shea Adams has just bagged himself the hat-trick. Tragic defensive performance all over the field. Not much more to say, to be honest. How the hell? No wonder he had a 0.43 chance of scoring there, because what else was the chance of happening? Because the keeper ain't made any saves since the first 2 saves he made so far today. And defensively has been awful. Oh, come on. Right, Elanusi coming forward, charging forward. No one making a challenge. And somehow Wout Faes has gone down there. Oh, give up. I give up. It's going to be... Somehow Koch made a save this time. That is full time, boys. A 5-0 loss against Southampton. How the hell has this happened? This man's bagged himself a hat-trick. 3-1 we've just beaten Liverpool. We come into this and lose 5-0. Oh my god. What a tragic performance defensively and keeping wise as well. I ain't even going to bother talking about this because it's not good enough. Right, post-match interview, boys. Let's see what they've got to say. Are you disappointed with Castagno? Couldn't inspire a win? No, not really. At the end of the day, it weren't even him that was the issue today. It was the defence. It was the centre-backs. How will you cope with the injury crisis? If he's out for long, I'll be fuming. It's why we've got a squad. And... Leicester, as Southampton just better than us right now. By the looks of it, they're fucking miles ahead of us right now. Right, so we've got an offer here for Ricardo Pereira of 8 million plus Eric Garcia. He's worth 17.5, so 25.5 is what they're offering. Not a chance. Not a chance. Don't get me wrong, he's a very good centre-back, but I don't think it's worth swapping Ricardo Pereira for. I really don't. And also we have an offer for Luke Thomas, where they're offering 9.2. That's supposed to be, okay, that's Napoli. 9.2, which we're going to go ahead and reject as well. And after that, Patson Daka is out for a month. So, yeah, great. Right then, boys. So, we have ourselves going in for an offer for Joseph Martinez. Just for the fact, like I say, we no longer have Patson Daka at our realm. So, we're going to give them an offer of 8 million. They want 3 million plus Justin. So, we're going to counter that, remove the exchange player, and go back with... Let's go back with 9.5. See what they're saying with that. Hopefully, no, not quite just yet. We'll remove. No, we won't remove the sell-on clause. We'll leave that where it is, and we'll offer them. We'll offer them 9.5 again with that sell-on clause. Let's see what they're saying, and they have said yes. Perfect. And now for the contract offer. Let's hope that he can sign for us now. We'll go for a rotation just to sort of give us a bit of opportunity. He's gone for an important, so I'm happy with that. 5 years on the deal. 2 years is what he wants. That's fine. Release clause, we're happy with not giving him one. And 39,000 will remove the bonus. I'm happy to give him that. And he's happy with it as well. Perfect. And after that, he's a good squad player, apparently. He should be decent. He's 78 overall, so he's the same rating as Daka. And he is worth 12 million. I got him for 9.5 and 14.7. His asking price was 14.7, plus his sell-on clause, his release clause was 18 million. So, yeah, we got a very good deal there. And one last player that we're going to go in for is this man here in Uriel Atuna. He's asking for a rotation player. He's only 76 overall, but his pace stats are mad, and we just need wingers at the moment. So bringing this man in for whatever money he is, there we go, is perfect for us. Right then, boys, so 2 more offers. We have another swap deal here. Adrian Rabiot for Pereira. Another very good player, but that'll come to around 26 million, which still is not worth it for him. And an offer for James Justin as well, for 7.5 plus a 30-year-old centre-back. Not a chance, mate. Right then, boys, here we go. Underway for our FA Cup first round, well, third round, but you know what I mean. Against Lincoln at the King Power. Playing a fully changed side today, apart from Kieran Dewsbury Hall. I forgot to change him. But, fully rotated side, pretty much either new players that we have or players that we just don't use very often. So, yeah, let's get into it and see what the boys can do today. See what the boys can do today, can do today. Justin is just there because I know he's solid anyway. Same as Martinez. I just wanted to see if he can get himself cracking straight away. But right now, he is through into the box for the first chance, and it's saved by the keeper. But a good Braybrook is the man in the centre trying to do his business. Not really working at the moment, and they're through on goal, and it's off the bar, and then that one's over the bar. Don't know who took that first shot. I think it might have been the former Leicester man, but yeah, over the bar. Now it's a chance for them to come forward again. Mandaru is the man coming forward. Good play there from Braybrook. If he can slide a ball through. Iheanacho, beautiful pass into Martinez, who smashes the ball into the back of the net. Joseph Martinez is the man to get himself a goal on the debut. he is going to look like one hell of a player. I know he's 29 years old and he is a bit old, but like I say, I always prefer realism in these kind of games, and Joseph Martinez has just powered us into the lead on his debut. Let's go. Right then, boys, 1-0 up in this game. Like I say, Joseph Martinez bagging himself a goal on the debut. That is exactly what I wanted to see, to try and give these boys a little bit of confidence. Assist from Iheanacho as well. It's very nice to see. The two lads returning from injury are also on the bench today. As I say that, they're through, and I genuinely thought that was in the back of the net then. Should be intercepted, and is Pereira to Antuna again, now with Iheanacho again, plays it over the top again to Martinez, and can it be a replica? Yes it can, and Iheanacho and Joseph Martinez linking up beautifully so far this game, and it's 2-0 to the boys, and we are looking like we might be cruising to victory today in the FA Cup. And if this man can bag himself a hat-trick in the first game of his career for Leicester City, that'll be an absolute madness, because he is looking dangerous. Can play a ball over the top to Iheanacho. Can he link up again? No, he can't. I tried a bit too much that time. Right. Diamond, the man on the ball, played it inside to Hopper. Can we defend a bit better today? Right, it's played outside to Mandrew, and okay, Pereira's just been ripped out of his position, and that is luckily saved by Danlad, because that was a very poor touch by the young man at the back. And here we go, trying to defend against these boys, but Robson has got the ball away from Antuna. He has chased him down quite nicely, and now Braybrook with the interception, but a poor pass from him. And now Dene has been beaten, and it's tried to be put into that far corner, just a little bit lacklustre. Right, Danlad, that was a bit of a risky one, but Dene has got the ball back to Pereira. Now with Antuna, we'll find the ball inside here, and Joseph Martinez, again, as soon as Iheanacho gets on the ball, seems to make that run, and it's not, okay, he's managed to get through, and it's over the bar. That is half-time, boys. We are now heading into half-time, 2-0 up. Probably should have more. This man has been on absolute fire so far on his debut, bagged himself the 2 goals that have put us in the lead, and now probably looking for a hat-trick in the second half, because as soon as Iheanacho gets on the ball, he is running. We'll spread the ball out wide, not a good pass, and Virtue now has the ball. It's played back inside to Mandrew, and it's inside again to Sorensen. Good tackle from Ortega, but it's not worked out. Dene has done very well to keep that shot being blocked. And again, we've not managed to get the ball clear as Sorensen gets the ball back to Virtue. And we'll try and block that off. That was a bit snazzy there from the winger, but it's gone wide anyway. And this time, Iheanacho has tried to blare away from his man, but it's not quite worked in the end. Mandrew trying to charge upfield, but should be blocked off there, and hasn't been by Pereira. He's been so lacklustre so far this season as Pereira, but it's into the box. It's going to be into the box, and it's a good save by Danlad. Right, Paul is the man on the ball. He's played it over the top of Vega to Sorensen, who spreads it nicely out wide to Vernon. Oakley, Booth, and well done there to Dewsbury Hall. Barnes is now the man on the ball, carrying it forward, plays it through to Joseph Martinez. A poor pass from Joseph, but it's Varda playing it off to Alex Vega, and it's saved by the keeper. And that was nearly out of play as well, Jesus. Right, Justin has to try and keep up here and get a bit of a pace on, and he's now been wrong-footed by Vernon. He's done well to catch up in the end, actually. He's trying to boss this one, but it ain't working at the moment. Vernon's played the ball into Oakley Booth, into the centre, and saved by the keeper. Can play it round the back to Vardy, who we know has pace. Doesn't have enough pace to get inside here, and plays it off to Joseph Martinez. What the hell was that, Martinez? Right, here we go. Ortega has picked up the ball. It's now with Vega, who has so much space, and that is well wide of the post. Right, plays the ball upfield. Nobody apart from the Lincoln man was winning that header, clearly, as Oakley Booth picks it up, and somehow that has still gone through to Garrick, and he's still not managed to put it in the back of the net. That should have been very, very easy for him to finish, but Dan Lad has covered his near post well. Garrick trying to get them onto the score sheet, and it's not happening. We have one last attack with Vardy coming forward now. We can spread the ball round the back to Joseph Martinez, who has the pace to beat his man. But at the moment, he can only try and whip a ball in. Easy cross, and it's a good save by the keeper to stop Dewsbury Hall from bagging us the third. Very easily could have been more. Very easily could have been more. Just didn't make the most of our chances that we had. To be fair, that was more for the fact that I wasn't really trying as such and focusing as much as I normally would. And Joseph Martinez ruled this game all ends up. And him and Iheanacho could be a very, very, very good force. As Iheanacho seems to be that player that sort of takes control of the ball, plays it off like a target man sort of thing. And then, obviously, Martinez, the man with the pace, the man that makes the run in behind. In that first half, it looked like a very good matchup between them two. Vardy and Martinez are very similar players, but I think them two could link up quite well as well. Him and Daka, I feel like it would be a bit more of a clash, because I feel like Daka and him are literally the exact same sort of player, and I don't think it'd work out as well. But obviously Vardy is good in that scenario because he can still hold up the ball, whereas I don't know if Daka could do that. And he was playing well with Dawson, don't get me wrong, but Joseph Martinez and him, I think, could clash. And now, post-match interview, boys. We have what an amazing debut. He did indeed. He looked absolutely clinical. Hopefully he can carry that on in the next one. Are you happy with how comprehensive your victory was? We're going to take some stopping. Let's go with that. And then finally we will have, do you think your boys eased off in the second half? Great attacking play in the first half. We now have a transfer offer for Bakare Samare for 6 million plus a 20-year-old centre-back. He's worth 4.1. Yeah, that's just not a good enough deal for me. Right then, so just before we go into our game against Fulham, we have ourselves a little press conference. Will Thomas get his chance? I've already put him into the squad, so of course he will. He's been playing well. Obviously, the last game was a bit of a one-off, but can your boys win this time? I'm feeling confident, let's say that. Try and get a little bit of reassurity out of the side. Will your last win have the opposition worried? Probably not. The lads are in great form, apart from the fact that we lost 5-0 in the last game. Here we are, boys. At Craven Cottage for this game against Fulham. Let's hope that we can make a big improvement off of that last game against Southampton, and hopefully Joseph Martinez will put in that game that he just has against like he did against Lincoln, and hopefully these two boys up front can form a very, very nice partnership. Jesus Christ, we've got away with that one, but that was a bit riskier. Kearney probably should have been putting that in the back of the net there. Joseph Martinez again picking up the ball, but nobody making runs at the moment. Joseph Martinez plays the ball over the top this time to Iheanacho, who is through on goal, takes the shot, finds the back of the net, and Joseph Martinez and Iheanacho linking up for the second game running. And Iheanacho becoming the goal scorer this time, instead of it being Joseph Martinez. So very well done to them, boys. And yeah, we're 1-0 up, boys. We're 1-0 up. Let's go. Not quite working out, as Solomon now has it, trying to find his way round that right hand side of ours. Barnes doing well to keep up with him and taking the ball back. Iheanacho, we can try and play a ball through. I was hoping for Joseph Martinez then, but it didn't work. And Didi gets the tackle in. Now Martinez can send a run, and he's played the ball into Martinez, who can take a shot, but it's not the best of efforts. That's half time, boys. 1-0 up. Iheanacho becoming goal scorer from the assist of Martinez this time, instead of it being the other way around like it was in their first game together. But yeah, the boys up front them two might be making one serious partnership so far this season. Plays the ball off to Castagna. Now with Barnes, who is being held up at the moment. Castagna's made the run forward. Barnes has found him. Plays it into Iheanacho beautifully here. And he can find a ball into the box. It's not what I wanted at all. But Castagna on the ball again. Trying to find his way round the back of of the team. As Barnes picks up the ball. Gives it into Maddison, who has space. And that was not a good effort at goal. Now a chance for Mitrovic to come forward. Denea, go on, son. There we go. Get your own back, lad. Plays the ball beautifully there to Vega, who has managed to beat his man. Give the ball off to Martinez, who's broke free. Plays it inside. I should have went for the shot. Thomas manages to find Maddison, who has space. Takes the shot straight at the keeper. Who can't really do a lot with the ball at this moment in time. So we'll cut it back inside, give it off to Maddison. A lot of space now on the wing for Castagna, who can find a ball to Barnes. Not really much point in that of a ball, but tried to find Iheanacho, didn't quite work. Castagna blocked off on this side, gives it back to Barnes. Maddison now finds the ball to Iheanacho again, and this time I'm going to go for the effort, and it's saved by the keeper. That is full time, boys. 1-0. I do not care that it's only 1-0 when we should have probably scored more, because I could not care less. We've won the game and that's 3 points to the name. Let's go. And now a post-match interview. Let's see what they've got to say. Did that seem like a game of two halves? Not really. Every player did his job. At the end of the day, we absolutely smashed it still, I think. But did you ever feel like this wasn't going to be your day? Not at all, because we led from a couple of minutes into the game, not too long into the game. Should have probably scored a couple more. Did your boys prove a point with the win today? I think we responded well. I'm proud of the boys for determination. Right, so just before we cap off today's episode, I'm going to go back in for Stefan Jovanic. So yeah, here we go. Try and sign the young man again. We'll send in an offer of 5,000 now instead, and 15,000, I guess. I don't know. We'll go with that. He wants more still. Jesus Christ, this man wants a bit. But yeah, we'll accept it anyway. And one last bit of transfer business we're gonna do is a big signing in Noni Madueke. He is a English right winger from PSV, a player that Leicester were actually inquiring about and actually looking at the start of the last transfer window, at the start of the summer transfer window, before we realised there wasn't anything that we could actually do. So we're going to go in and offer them 20. I'm going to offer them 26 mil to start with. They want a 12% sell-on clause with that. I'm going to remove that. And they only want 800,000 on top of that. That is a madness of a deal. I will take that. And now for the contract negotiations. Somehow, I don't know how we've got him that cheap, but he's only an important first-team player. We need a right winger. So, obviously, we've got a couple. We've got Perez. And obviously, now if we sign this man... And then we've got Vega and Barnes on the opposite side. So we have cover for both positions then. I'm going to give him an upgrade of money for 20,000 and a couple of 100,000 on the signing on bonus. And he is saying that that's an insult. God damn it. So we're going for another one instead, being as we didn't sign that man. We're going to go in for Jeremy Doku, another player that Leicester were actually looking at for this transfer window. We're going to offer him 16 million, see what they say about that. They want 8 million plus Bukhari Samare. That is not a lot, to be fair, but if we offer them 16, again, see what they say. They've just accepted it. Oh my god, let's go. Right then, boys, so important first team player in the contract negotiations, 4 years on the deal, deny the release clause, and the wages I have to put in together myself. We'll go 30,000 and go 200,000 on the signing on bonus. I want a little bit of an upgrade, but that's fine by me. We'll accept it, and there we go. Doku into the squad. And why the fuck is Pirlo looking like Jesus? Oh my god. That was terrifying. He's still looking like it. What has happened there? That must have stressed him out to fuck. Jesus. Don't know what went wrong there, but yeah, we just had... I know that Pirlo's a god and all, but he just went full Jesus mode on that. Or Father Christmas, one of the two. And that's where we're going to end today's episode, boys. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like. But right now we are in 15th at the end of this episode. In the next episode, we have that fucking timely rematch against Nottingham Forest. And then we had a third round against them as well, where we will be playing them in the 4th round of the FA Cup. So yeah, 2 games against Forest in the next episode, and then also a game against Newcastle as well. And we'll have the end of the transfer window. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please do leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I'll catch you in the next episode, boys. Peace.
Rise up from the ashes, wings on my back, stay lit like a matchstick. We ain't coming back, I swear. Just let go and see what happens. Gotta let go to see the magic happen. They got us a quick change, so we like them in phase. I'll just buy a new watch, time to make my wrist ring. The 0 gravity keeps elevating me.